We are going to be talking about initiation into secret cults. That is what we are going to be talking about. Initiation. A lot of people are initiated into so many secret societies without their knowledge. When I mean without their knowledge, I mean they are not really aware of what is happening or what everything is all about. But at the end of the day, they are initiated. So many of us are in this shoe. So many of us are wearing this shoe. A lot of people will dream and see themselves in a gathering, in a circle of people that you do not know. That is why whenever people tell me that they had a dream and they saw themselves, some will say in the midst of celebrities, some will say in the midst of wealthy people, but you are seeing yourself in the midst of people, in a gathering, in a circle. I always advise people to be very careful with that dream. More especially those who always think that whenever they see themselves in the gathering of wealthy people or celebrities in their dreams, they believe that it portrays wealth and good things. There are two sides to this dream. If you dream and you see yourself in a circle of people, you must find out what that circle is. One thing I love about dream is that it is so difficult for you to dream and see everything in the dream without you understanding at least a little bit of what is happening. If you see yourself in a gathering of people in the dream, it can spell doom. It can also mean something good, but most of the time it doesn't tell good stories. More especially in a gathering of people that you are not familiar with, people you do not know. You just know them that these people are celebrities, but none of them is related to you. None of them is your friend, someone you know too well. No, you are just in a circle of people, wealthy people, celebrities, or anybody at all in a group of people. You have to be very careful. Sometimes a lot of people have been initiated already, but they are yet to know that they are initiated. And the only way for you to know that you are initiated is by seeing yourself in the circle of people that you do not know in your dream. I always tell people, be very careful. Whenever you dream and you see yourself in a circle of people and you keep on seeing this dream, that is, it repeats. Every now and then, when you go to bed and dream, you see yourself in a circle of people. Please ask questions. Ask questions. It can't just be an ordinary dream. No matter how wealthy that circle of people is, you need to ask questions and find out exactly what type of people are they. What are they? What do they have in common? Why are you seeing yourself in their midst? Most of the times, people have already been initiated without knowing it. And how can you be initiated without knowing it? You know, when we talk about initiation, everybody expects that somebody must take you to somewhere where you will see that gathering of people live, and then after some rituals are performed, you will now be initiated. Yes, it happens, but not always. These days, they will no longer wait for you to join them that way. They will no longer wait for you to come to their gathering and declare what you want before you join them. Most of the times, people are being initiated through dreams because that is the easiest way to initiate somebody. Through your dreams. Through your dreams. There are times when you will dream and you will see yourself in a place and somebody will issue a paper to you and ask you to put down your signature on that paper. Sometimes people will see that it is promotion. Maybe you are signing your promotional letter, or that you are signing an agreement letter or something like that. But most of the times, that is how people are being initiated. You see yourself where somebody gives you a paper and asks you to put down your signature. That is all they need, your signature. Sometimes you'll be asked to write down your name. And if you are not spiritually strong, if your spirit is not powerful, you know the spiritual controls the physical. If your spirit is so powerful, physically, your behavior will be weird. People will see you as someone who is stubborn physically, someone who doesn't agree so easily to anything, somebody who is always on the opposite side of everything in life. That is how people will always see you. But you are actually reacting according to how your spirit is reacting. If your spirit is powerful, that is how you always react in the physical world. So if your spirit is powerful and you dream and you see yourself where somebody gives you a paper and asks you to put down your signature or write down your name, if your spirit is powerful, you may collect the pen and the paper, but you will not write your name. You will not put down your signature. You will hold on, or you will start asking questions, or you will start reading over that paper, and then you wake up. If it happens to you this way, you cannot be initiated. It's not possible because your spirit will not allow that to happen. But sometimes people will go to the extent of collecting the pen, putting down their signatures or writing down their names, and when you wake up, you think that God has buttered your bread for you, that your life is now turning around for good. And maybe in reality, you are expecting somebody to call you for something good. Maybe you applied for a job or something, and then you went to bed that you dreamt of something like this, and you think it's all about that job. Be very careful. Whenever you dream and you see something like this, most of the times that is initiation going on. Because I see no reason why you should put down your signature or your name in a paper that you do not know anything about. You don't know what the paper contains at all. But if you are spiritually powerful enough, you'll be able to read that paper to find out what is actually going on. So people are being initiated mainly in their dreams. Mainly in their dreams. And for you to be initiated in your dream, that means this group of people have been monitoring you. Or you are somehow a friend to somebody who is in that group without knowing it. And maybe you are passing through difficulties, or you may not be passing through difficulties, but you desire to live a life that you want. There is a life that everybody wants for himself or herself. And this friend will feel that for him or she to help you to attain to that height that you want is by bringing you into whatever he or she belongs to. But in reality, they won't have the courage to tell you that this is where I belong. They won't have that courage because they don't want that friendship to end. And so they will do that secretly through your dreams. And by doing it through your dreams, your spirit will be hijacked. Your spirit will be caged. They will perform a ritual to cage your spirit. Then when you go to bed, you are going to you, it is a dream. You are dreaming. You are in a circle of people, and they gave you a paper and asked you to write your name or put down your signature. To you is a dream, but it is actually not a dream. That is what is going on in the spiritual realm. And the moment you sign that paper or you write down your name, the deal has been sealed. You have been initiated. The other part of initiation that you are expecting will come later. That is by the time you realize fully that you are now initiated into this particular cult. The other type of initiation is what will follow after, because you are already aware that you are one of them, and so they are now going to perform that is kind of ceremony to welcome you. So we have to be very careful. Majority of us are in this shoe. A lot of people are in this shoe. And maybe you'll be passing through one problem or the other. When you visit a man of God, the man of God will tell you to confess. Confess. You belong to somewhere. You are in a cult. The man of God is seeing that occult group that you belong to, but without knowing that you are not even aware of any occult group, because you were being initiated through dreams. Through dreams. And that is why a lot of people, when they visit men of God and people ask them to confess, you have joined this, you have joined that, they'll start calling bad names, they'll start bad-mouthing the man of God, calling that person all sorts of names, calling the person fake. He doesn't know what he's saying. No, he actually knows what he's saying. But the issue here is that you are not aware that you are initiated. You are not aware until you start having problems. Yes, whenever you start having problems, of course, you will start asking questions. And by the time 1, 2, 3 people tell you that you are into an occult group, you will have no choice but to investigate. But a lot of people, whenever they find out that truly that they have been initiated, out of greed and, they will decide to join that occult group fully to participate and gain that wealth that they think that they do not have. So many of us are equally initiated in a broad daylight, not dreams this time around. But it still has to do with you putting down your name and your signature. And I want to let you know, sometimes people will come with the idea that they want to help you out. You are passing through difficulties, and maybe the people that knows you too well know that you are passing through difficulties. And before you know it, they will take you to somebody who is wealthy, who has made it. And the person will tell you that they will employ you, they will give you something, meaningful, something you can be doing and be gaining income from it. But as the world is, whatever you are doing in life, even as civil servants, yes, a pen, a paper, documents will be given to you, which you will go through it, you will sign, you put down your name and your signature, you put your passport photograph. Most of the times, people are being initiated through this way. To you, you believe that you are actually working for somebody. You believe that you have actually joined a group of people whose goal is to help each other. That is the idea that they always come with. That their goal is to help one another, to raise each other up, and they'll be scouting for members. They can just formulate a name and call their group. This is a group of women that wants to help their fellow women, women helping women. And then they will have their own form with their logo and everything. And if you are a woman who is passing through difficulties and you hear such name, women helping women, you will want to join the group. And then they will give you the paper and ask you to just sign your name and put down your signature. That's all. They will not give you the chance to read everything. They will not give you that time for you to go through what they have given you, read it, digest it, understand it before you put down your name and your signature. They are always in a haste. As long as you have seen that logo, you have seen the group's name, and you have seen their goal, women helping women, the next thing they will do is to point towards the signature side and ask you to sign your signature, put down your name. That's it. And I want to tell you, in this type of form, I want you to be very careful. When they give you this type of form, it will look so real, so authentic. There is column for where you are going to put down your next of kin. A column where you are going to put down the number of children that you have. Just like if you are a civil servant, you will understand what I'm saying. You are going to put down all these things. But the difference when it comes to civil servants is that you can even go home with that form. You can stay at home with that form for 1 month, going through it for 1 month. After that, you sign and bring it back. But in this particular case, you are doing everything there and returning the form to them. And then you will put down your name, put down your signature, put down your next of kin, put down the number of children you have. And I'm going to tell you how this thing works. After putting down all these things, automatically you are now a member, you have been initiated. You are going to realize it later because you'll be attending meetings from time to time. And during the meetings, that is when you will know where you have found yourself. Now, for that next of kin and the number of children that you have, and some will go to the extent of writing down the names of your children. Please, if they do not want you to read that form very well, digest it, think about it, sleep over it before you sign. Please do not sign. It is not anybody helping anybody. It is taking something from you while giving you something. That is what it means. Because your next of kin and the number of children that you have put down, They are actually going to follow. That is how those people will be. I don't know if I should use this word because I don't want TikTok to be, to ban me or whatsoever, but these are the people that will follow suit after. These are the people that you are going to donate to them. Let me use this word. You are going to donate these people to them. Your next of kin will be the next person that you will donate unintentionally, unconsciously, without knowing it. Your next of kin will be the next person that you are going to donate unintentionally. And after your next of kin, your children will follow according to the ages that you have written down. And that is why you will see somebody who just started progressing in life. Maybe you are doing a business. You started progressing in life, and before you know it, that person's spouse will just go like that. Before you know it, that person's first child will just drop. And people will be pointing accusing fingers at the person that he or she is the one donating these people. And this person will be ready to swear with his life or with her life that he or she has no hand in what is happening. Why? Because you do not know that you have been initiated and you have actually donated everything that makes you happy in life. You have actually given it out to them. And they in turn will help you to achieve that which you want in life. Because the devil cannot give you something that will make you happy for the rest of your life without you giving out anything. You must give out something. And that thing that you are going to give out to the devil is something that will pain you so much. Something that you will never ever forget in life. That is what the devil will demand. The devil will not even wait for you to make a choice. Like, no, I don't want to give out my first child. I want to give out my last child. No. The devil will select. And they will always go first for that one that you truly love. The one that is in your heart. They will go after that thing that you truly value. And they will take it. And they will keep on taking. Because they have actually opened that door that you have been trying to look for the key. They have actually opened the door for you. So whenever somebody wants to help you in life, be very careful. All helps are actually not help. A lot of people have been initiated through these means without knowing that they are initiated. And that is why so many people who are initiated are still practical Christians. They are still church members. They are still the pillars of the church. Because to them, they believe that their wealth is actually clean. That there is nothing wrong with their means of income. But when you look around them, everything is actually not going well. A lot of things are not going right. So we have to be very careful. You can be initiated through dreams. You can be initiated like in broad daylight, just like I just told us right now. You can equally be initiated through the normal way that we know. Because for that one, you have already made up your mind. You actually know what you want. You want to be a member of that group. You are just looking for somebody who will direct you, somebody that will help you. So in this particular one that I'm talking about now, you know where you are going to. You know the repercussions. You know the outcome of everything. So, but I'm just telling those who are not aware and who do not wish to join any occultic group to be very careful. I have seen a lot of people ask me questions about their dreams. I dreamt I saw myself in the midst of celebrities, in the midst of people drinking wine, merriment, partying. And to them, they believe that maybe in the nearest future, that is how their life will be. Sometimes it's actually showing you that somebody somewhere is actually trying to bring you in, to join them fully. So you have to be very careful with the type of friends you make. Initiating people, like in the broad daylight, the type of initiation that everybody knows is actually difficult. But initiating you through dreams is the easiest way. The easiest way to get people is through dreams. Because so many people do not have this powerful spirit. you do not have it. Your spirit is actually too low. It's really not working the way it's supposed to. Because if your spirit is fully active, it will be so difficult for you to be initiated. Middle of last year, I had a dream that scared me so much. In that dream, I saw a man that introduced himself as Lucifer to me. And I want to tell us, from what I saw in the dream, I haven't seen Lucifer in real life and I don't want to see him, but from what I saw in the dream, our picture of Lucifer is wrong. Yes, whenever we talk about Lucifer, everybody has one particular picture of a very ugly man, very dark man with horns, with teeth like dragon and everything. That is totally wrong from what I saw in my dream. Lucifer, from what I saw, is the most handsome man ever. Very handsome. You can't tell if he's a white man or a black man. You can't really tell. But the man I saw, there is no human being on earth that is as handsome as this man. Well built, very tall, a man that you can fall for. He introduced himself to me as Lucifer. And when I tried to be scared, he asked me not to be scared, that it doesn't mean any harm, that he actually wants to help me. And I asked him how. He told me that he wants the whole world to know who I am, that he wants the whole world to know how powerful I am, that he wants to help me to build my powers, to make me very powerful, that he wants people, like when I go out, everybody will be bowing, that he wants me to be so wealthy in life, that my wealth is limited, that I feel like I am enjoying life, that I'm really not enjoying life. And I said, okay, I told him that I'm interested, that I really want to gain all these things that he just mentioned now. He just brought out a paper and asked me to sign my signature, that is all I need. So I collected the paper from him and I told him that I want to read that paper to know everything written on it. He said no, he refused. He told me that he knows that I am educated and that I don't need to read all those things, that is just a waste of time, that I should just write down my name, my signature, that is all he needs. That the moment I put down my signature, the wealth that I'm looking for, the fame, the fortune, everything, the powers will be given to me immediately. So the next question I asked him was, did God approve of this? And he asked me, who is God? He doesn't mention his name, God. He doesn't call God. There is something that he uses to refer to him, but I understood it as God. And he asked me, who is he? I told him that he is the Almighty God. And he laughed and told me that we are being fooled into believing that God will do everything for us. You know, he started making a mockery of God, that if God truly loves me, that if he cares about me, that why did he not make me popular? That he, Lucifer, wants to make me popular. That why can't God make me popular? Give me wealth, give me this, give me that. I told him that I'm not lacking anything in life. I am really not lacking anything in life. That I am contented with what I have and that God has always been on my side. He laughed. And he told me that he wants to throw a challenge at me. And what was that challenge? That I should just sign my signature and that he will prove to me that God is actually not working in my life. I told him that I'm going to seek an approval from God first of all. If God approves of me to sign my signature, then I will sign. And if God refuses, I will not sign. And that was when he got mad. And when he got mad, that is actually when you will see the kind of being that Lucifer is. That is when you will see him in that type of picture that we always paint, the ugly picture. So when he got mad at me, I started praying and then I woke up. If it's someone who is not spiritually strong, and let me tell you, that's according to the dream, when Lucifer was talking to me, he has what we call a sweet tongue. Sweet tongue. Once he tells you anything, it will be so difficult for you to say no. It will be so difficult for you to say no. And let me tell you, he gives facts and figures. That is how he convinces people. He will not tell you a cock and bull story. No. He will tell you facts. He will tell you everything you are passing through. He will tell you the solutions. He will show you how you are going to solve the problem. If you are not spiritually powerful enough, you will fall for all these things, and then you will be in his cage. And when he's talking to you, he has authority in his voice, and his words are so convincing. And when he's talking, it looks as if he's luring you to his side, that he's dragging you to his side, that unconsciously you must agree. You have no choice but to agree. That was what I experienced. That was what I experienced. But when I refused, despite all his promises of how famous he's going to make me, of the most famous people in the world, that they will all come to me because they are going to know who I am, and that he will take me around the world, and that wherever I want to live in this world, I will live it free of charge, and that I will gain that wealth with no skin pain. And I asked him, what am I to pay in return? Because you can't just give all these things to me. He told me that I will have to sign that paper first. When I sign the paper, he will tell me my payment in return. So when I refused, he got mad, and I woke up. Initiation through dreams is the most easiest. The most easiest. That is why I always urge people to be very prayerful in life. You have no choice but to pray, more especially, except for those who have decided to, recite their faith. However they see life, let them take it like that. No problem. But if you are still striving to make it in life, you want to get to a certain level in life, you don't have any choice but to be prayerful. Pray. I always say that being prayerful doesn't mean praying for a very long time. No, it is you concentrating, you opening your heart, you focusing on your prayer, focusing on God, believing that you are actually talking to your fellow human being, believing that God is right there before you. That is being prayerful. Not praying for 1 hour, for 2 hours. No. A lot of people will pray for that hour, but they are actually making noise. They are really not making sense. They are just making noise. So I want us to be very careful in life, so that you do not be initiated just like that without knowing it. Except when you give your consent, you actually know what you are going into. You actually want to be a member of that group. No problem. It is your choice. You join them. But if you still want to believe that God is there to help you in your hard work, please focus on your hard work. There is no easy way to making money in life. There is no shortcut to making money in life. It's not true. But if you want that shortcut, it is actually by you being initiated. But there is always a price to pay.